Listen closely, because this is not a message meant to be shouted. It is a whisper meant to slip past your defenses and settle in the quiet places where you make your choices. There are people in your life who will look at your kindness and see it as an opening, not a gift. They will interpret your compassion as a resource to consume. Helping others is beautiful, but there are souls whose hands are black holes. You pour in energy and it disappears. You throw them lifelines and they pull you into the water. Your empathy is not infinite. Your desire to save can become your downfall. This is not about judgment. It's about self-preservation. These 7 dangerous archetypes can drown you if you try to rescue them without discernment. The manipulator rarely wears a mask. They charm you with vulnerability and cry on your shoulder while pocketing your trust. They know your soft spots and push them gently until you bend. They twist your words to serve their needs. They make their problems seem urgent while downplaying yours. They keep tabs on your favors and guilt trip you when you hesitate to give more. In their world, your boundaries are negotiable. Their boundaries are sacred. You find yourself explaining yourself, apologizing for their mistakes, questioning your sanity. You think helping them will finally earn their love or approval, but their approval is a moving target. The more you give, the less they respect you. The manipulator does not want to heal. They want control. Trying to save them will only make you a puppet in their story. The perpetual victim wears suffering like an identity. They are always the one wronged, never the one responsible. Life happens to them, never through them. When you offer solutions, they offer excuses. When you suggest change, they remind you how hard their life is. Their stories are heavy and compelling, and your heart aches for them. You want to lift them out of their pit, but they have built a home there. The pit gives them something to talk about, something to rally support around. The perpetual victim is addicted to sympathy. Your help becomes their lifeline to attention. If you climb down to join them, you will both stay stuck. Your compassion will be consumed and nothing will change. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is refuse to participate in their narrative. Let them see themselves as capable, even if they don't believe it yet. The narcissist is charismatic and intoxicating. They make you feel special simply because they have chosen you. They glow with confidence and inspire awe, but their love is a mirror. They care for you insofar as you reflect well on them. They praise you when you are useful and discard you when you are not. They expect you to orbit their sun, to be available when they need an audience. They do not consider your needs because your needs threaten to eclipse theirs. You might think you can heal their inner wound by loving them harder, but the love you offer becomes fuel for their ego. You give, they take. You offer nuance, they demand allegiance. The more you feed their hunger, the more ravenous they become. Helping a narcissist often means losing yourself. Keep your distance and let them find their own reflection elsewhere. The chaos addict thrives on drama. Calm makes them restless. Silence feels like suffocation. They create storms out of still days and invite you to dance in the rain. They ask for your help in putting out fires they lit themselves. You rush over with buckets, and they throw gasoline. They are masters of crisis. Every week brings a new emergency, a new villain, a new disaster. You become an on-call firefighter, exhausted and covered in ash. The chaos addict confuses intensity with intimacy. They believe that if everything is calm, you will leave. They test your loyalty by seeing how much mess you'll tolerate. Helping them reinforces their belief that chaos equates to love. Sometimes the only way for them to learn is for you to walk away from the fire. They must sit in their own smoke before they stop lighting matches. The energy vampire is easy to spot. You feel them before you see them. They call you and your stomach drops. They visit and your plants wilt. They speak and the temperature drops a few degrees. They are always complaining, always sick, always pointing to the dark side. They take up space with negativity. You listen patiently, offer advice, and they reject it with cynicism. They drain your hope and refill you with dread. It's not that they are bad people, it's that they are stuck in a loop of negativity. Your presence becomes their power source. They don't want to solve problems. They want to be heard in their misery. Helping them often means absorbing their heaviness. Protect your energy. Limit your exposure. Offer light from a distance rather than letting them pull you into their darkness. The promise breaker is full of good intentions and empty commitments. They swear they'll change this time. They promise they'll be on time, sober, loyal. They cry when they break your trust and beg for another chance. You want to believe them because you see their potential. You keep helping because you remember the person they could be. But years pass and the cycle continues. Promises become apologies. Apologies become promises. Your hope becomes a leash. The promise breaker doesn't need more chances. They need accountability. Your forgiveness becomes their permission. Every time you cushion their fall, you enable their leap. Sometimes love means letting them hit the ground so they can feel the impact of their choices. Your compassion can't sustain both of you. The self-saboteur asks for help, but resists it. They swear they want change, but sabotage every opportunity. They ask for advice and ignore it. They sign up for the program and never show up. They get excited about goals and then create obstacles. Their fear of failure is matched only by their fear of success. You invest time and energy coaching, supporting, encouraging, but they refuse to step into their own power. Helping them becomes a cycle of hope and disappointment. You feel used and frustrated. The self-saboteur must face their own patterns. Your willingness to help cannot replace their willingness to heal. Sometimes stepping back is the most loving thing you can do. It gives them space to either choose growth or remain stagnant. Their life is their responsibility, not your redemption project. Compassion is not supposed to be a net that catches everyone. It's supposed to be a bridge that invites those ready to cross. There is wisdom in discernment. Loving people does not mean saving them from themselves. It means honoring your limits while honoring their capacity to choose. Not everyone who asks for help is ready to receive it. Not everyone who cries for support wants to stand on their own. Helping the wrong person in the wrong way at the wrong time can harm both of you. Guard your energy like a sacred resource. Offer your hand with intention. Know that sometimes the most powerful help you can give is a boundary. Compassion without boundaries is self-destruction. Discernment is love in action. Choose wisely whom you lift, and you will both rise.